So I've been on Instagram Reels and I saw this guy, and then I saw Tozy made a video on this guy, and I thought, thank God I have streaming content. This is insane.
This TikTok motivational coach is destroying his life for clout.
So for those of you who don't know, actually, I'll let the video play.
You gotta wake up! You gotta wake up! You gotta wake up! You can't be asleep all day long! Get up out that depression! Get up out that sadness! Get up out that mood!
Really? Is this what we're doing right now?
So this guy goes in public and like throws milk and cereal all over the place and makes a mess and litters and causes a public disturbance while saying like motivational quotes. He's like, stop being lazy. Don't end your life. Be a good person. Everyone is like, did his dealer get arrested? What's going on?
Get up out that sadness. Get up out that mood.
Really? Is this what?
No one is motivated by this. They're terrified.
That depression.
He's like, am I getting robbed?
Get up out that sadness. Get up out that mood.
Really? Is this what we're doing right now? You might have heard him rambling some motivational nonsense
David
there, but in reality,
Gogggins? That's like meth David Gogggins.
the only thing this guy motivated is people to get as far away from him as possible. Because it's safe to say, these motivational videos have hit a new societal low, as he's risking jail time for this content, which at the end of the day consists of him pouring food on himself and others in public
New York City Transit
while
is perfectly
repeatedly shouting
safe.
inspirational quotes.
Be you. Just be you. Just be you. Stop thinking I gotta have this so they can like me. Stop thinking.
He's yelling, just be you.
Just be you. Stop thinking I gotta have this so they can like me. Stop thinking I gotta be like them so they can like me. Just be you.
Apparently, this is his idea of
Just be yourself. I mean, it's a great message. I don't know if the person to deliver it is some guy on Fent, but it's a good message. We get David Gogggins at home.
motivating people. I'm sure Walmart employees who had to clean all this up were super motivated by that video. To be honest,
The people you're telling to treat their lives better and to take themselves seriously and to be themselves, how do I put this? They all think that you're fucking crazy, and then Walmart has to come and clean up the mess you've just made. So it's a net negative on the world.
honestly might need something like mandatory community service for people who burden retail workers for the sake of their own content on social media. But either way, this is Carlton McAllister, a TikToker and Instagram influencer who goes by the name See the Truth. And this
See the
dude
Truth.
posts what he calls motivational videos on his social media. At least that's what his bio says. Motivate, inspire, uplift. Great stuff right there. So I guess those must be his intentions with all this, or a front to get away with what he's currently doing. And of course, this would only be if you feel motivated by this.
Yeah, he's definitely using the motivational, like, get out of jail free card for justification when he pours milk on the ground, intentionally slips and falls in it, and then spills the Cocoa Puffs by falling in the milk spill. Guys, it's okay. He's motivational. His heart's in the right place. No, it's definitely just a ploy. He wants to do the public nuisance stuff to get clicks, but he doesn't want the backlash. So, you know, he wants to have people that are like, no, y'all are not hearing him though. Yeah, but we're seeing him. And he looks like he's on drugs. And he probably is on drugs. And he's got a warrant for his arrest. And he beats his wife when he gets home.
Sort of content, you know, because who wouldn't be? But he's been making videos like this for years, making a mess of grocery stores, public transportation, and even out on the street. And to be honest, I have no idea how he hasn't gotten into some major trouble for this type of content yet, but we'll dive into that soon.
You came too far to quit. You came too far to quit. You came too far to quit. You put too much time in to quit. You know you've been through too much to quit. Get up and keep going.
I love how everyone's reaction
I will say, I prefer tweakers like this. You know, I prefer tweakers that are getting out there and doing shit. Like, these are fun. These are a spectacle. It's like, oh shit, hey, the popcorn. I like, you know, I prefer these kind of tweakers that are very alive than the ones that are like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me on that? Oh, he good. Like, check his heart rate. No, his heart rate's fine. No, he's good. He's with us. Opposed to the Fent flop, definitely not, you know, you gotta make sure he's doing all right. This guy, he's doing great.
You've been through too much to quit. Get up and keep going.
Oh, and he's wearing socks. That's where I draw the line. Oh no. Ooh, imagine the smell.
I love
Bare feet and milk in the grocery store. Bro, these are socks, and the sock smell mixed in with milk is probably the worst thing any person's ever sniffed.
You know you've been through too much to quit. Get up and keep going.
I love how everyone's
Upbeat homeless is greater than begging homeless. True.
reaction to this was just a deep sigh. Like, if your job is making gross messes for others to clean up for clout, it's time to start reevaluating. As a former janitor, I don't approve. I would be so fed up if I had to deal with this. It's one thing to drop something by accident because, hey,
Well,
that
obviously.
happens. But to make a massive mess for others to clean just for attention on TikTok, that's just scumbag behavior. Let's be real. Now, in the past few weeks, I've covered many IRL streamers worldwide who would disturb the public peace just in the name of content. And now, I guess we're covering motivational speakers disturb the peace for their own content. Like, this is just so stupid. Why does the bar keep dropping for everyone on the internet, it seems like? Well, that's a stretch, but it seems like these kinds of people are just multiplying rapidly.
You are somebody. You are somebody. It don't matter if you're going through hard times. You are somebody. It don't matter if you don't have what they have. You are somebody. Regardless of what they gotta say about you, you are somebody. You gotta keep going and going and going because you are somebody.
I don't have anything to say. He's right. He is right. You are somebody. Your life matters. You just shouldn't spend your life the way that he's doing it. So I guess you got to separate the message from the messenger. I can respect that. But I mean, there's something very wrong with him, you know? Really something wrong with that. He's cocoa for crack? I mean, probably. But I'll say, like, bro, I feel like if he was, they tried to arrest him, if someone tased him, he would just eat the taser. Like, he would completely just be fine. Zzz, he's still going at you. This guy's powerful, and I respect his power level.
I feel like
I wonder what he does. Like, who's filming? What happens after this? Does he just leave? All right, thanks, guys. What?
That's true.
I feel like I say this a lot, but what a fascinating use of free will. What a
That's a great point.
frustrating person to deal with as a retail worker or even as a random customer. And this is pretty much his entire content strategy. He shows up out of nowhere, pours some liquid or food over himself and someone else, and then starts shouting his inspirational message. And then, you know, falls and ends by saying, "That's the truth. Thank you, Carlton. Very cool. I like the other Carlton way better."
It's cool to be different. It's cool to be different. It's cool to be different. You don't gotta be like him. It's
No. He's showering the little person with Cocoa Puffs?
cool to be different.
He's got to be... Is the little person part of this?
It's cool to be different. It's cool to be different. You don't gotta be like him. It's cool
Because that's like assault.
to be different. You don't gotta be like her. It's cool to be different.
It's cool to be different. Well, you certainly are different.
You don't gotta do what they doing. It's cool to be different. Cool is showing love to others. Cool is making a positive
He's showing love to others, guys.
impact on others.
This is not a positive impact.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to be different. It's true.
I mean, this is one of the wildest and most humiliating bits
It
I've seen
sucks.
someone do for a career on social media in a while, as it provides zero value to anyone. His
Look at all those bystanders, bro. I mean, this is why this has so many views, because it also has views IRL. If you can turn heads, then you can get people to look at you in online, 100%. Like, I'm just talking. If I'm talking in public, people are interested. If I'm doing this in public, people are interested. And maybe I have to do this. Maybe I should look into this. And I have to say, it's a little disturbing because, oh my God, look at the bottom of his feet. Look at the bottom of his feet. Dude, that's It's okay to be different. Has feet fungus? Yeah, you're fucking different. Shock content? Well, obviously it's shock content. But notice something as well. Oh, never mind. I was going to say he has the same outfit for every video, but he did change. So at least he's kind of normal.
You don't gotta do what they doing. It's cool to be different. Cool is showing love to others. Cool is making a positive impact on others. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to be different. It's true.
I mean, this is one of the wildest and most humiliating bits I've seen someone do for a career on social
Why
media
can't he just be gay? What does that mean? Who's to say he's not gay?
in a while, as it provides zero value to anyone. His whole account is just a tragedy. And I hope this dude in yellow is in on it, but during his earlier years in his career, he focused much more on the actual message than creating these
Getting
viral
it out the mud, TM.
messes or stunts. This, for example, is his first video posted on his Instagram account back in March of 2022.
Embrace your flaws, embrace your insecurities. See, everybody got flaws, everybody deal with insecurities. It's just good at considering it. And they just not gonna tell you, but you gotta live in your truth.
Is
You
this
gotta do
him?
what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying?
Is this what makes him happy? He's saying, do what makes you happy. Is this what makes him happy? Is this his goal in life? Is this what makes him
You gotta
happy?
do what makes you happy. Can't worry about what everybody else think. Because if you worry about what everybody else think, you ain't living for yourself. You ain't happy.
Why did he take off the do-rag mid-speech? What was the the symbolism there?
Everybody else think. Because if
Is it because like being bald makes him special or something?
you worry about what everybody else think, you ain't living for yourself. You ain't happy with yourself. And that's the truth.
I feel like that's a good message, but it can be used to rationalize what he's doing, right? I don't get it.
And hey, that is a fair message without ruining some poor janitor or cleaner's day. But you know, it wasn't anything groundbreaking or something that hasn't been repeated hundreds of thousands of times, so this video didn't really get too much attention. But either way, he still made a
How
second
are any
video.
stores letting him in? That's what I'm wondering, right? Like, you'd think his face would be plastered on, like, the do not let in the store wall, but, like, he's in the stores. I don't really get it. It doesn't really make sense to me. And so, he's probably traveling or something.
Which he posted 2 days later.
Understand that you can learn from anybody in life. It don't matter who you are or what you're doing, you can learn from anybody. You can learn
What
from
do I learn from you? I guess you learned some, like, don't do this stuff.
a homeless man off the street. It don't matter. The boldest thing that a leader can do.
You can learn from a homeless man off the street. Now we know where he got his playbook. We know why he is how he is. He says you can learn from anybody. A homeless man off the street. Oddly specific. Probably his mentor, probably his sensei Wu, was some guy on some kind of substance that not only he took, but he took his advice. That shirt fits him so well. I didn't really notice that. Yeah, it's a good fitting shirt. And it also applies. Just do it. That's kind of what his life's motto is. Cause a nuisance in the store, in the Walmart, throw fucking cereal everywhere and shout random shit. Just do it.
For people ideas and people answers. And that's the truth.
See, now he was on a workout bike. Dude was just slowly adding things into his videos as each one goes by until it's just pure insanity and he's completely lost his mind.
What the fuck?
It's necessary. Yes, it is. It's
Oh, that's where we draw the line? We're putting on slides when we're in the dumpster? Okay. He's not that dirty.
necessary. The pain is necessary. The setbacks, the failures, those are necessary. Those are necessary equipment. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, see, the progression to insanity is really there. It's fascinating to watch how his videos have evolved over time, because we can even pinpoint exactly when he first came up with the idea to create this chaotic content he's been known for today, and how, I guess, that happened. Because first, he started recording in
I already told
What?
you gotta keep.
Because first, he started recording at grocery stores, running through the aisles to deliver his message.
That relationship is over. That relationship is over. That
And he's like 50 or something, by the way. This is someone's uncle.
marriage is over. It's done.
That marriage is over? What?
That relationship is over. That relationship is over.
Literally, what the fuck?
That marriage is over. It's done. It's done. The milk is spoiled. The expiration date is past due.
Milk.
It's over.
Gee, wow. Thank you, random dude at the grocery store, for that information. But clearly, he got a little bit too comfortable, which then started with videos of him evolving into drinking water before
fuck
saying
Unc
whatever he had
doing?
to say.
Take care of your physical health. You gotta take care of your physical health.
I like that. I should, yeah, you know what?
Your
Cheers.
physical health is a part of loving you.
But then
Yeah.
2 videos later, he started pushing it.
Tell yourself great things about you. You gotta tell yourself great things about you. Whatever you constantly tell you, your mind, your approach will adapt.
Here's the thing, right? The thing is, with what he's doing, the only way for it to work is if, and when I say for it to work, for it to actually help people, is for it to not be, how do I put this? A fucking crime. Like, I like it. Like, I like he's excited. He's like Gogggins, but I see the vision. I don't like the execution. That's basically where I'm going to draw the line. I think you need to do something where maybe you're jumping on a trampoline, you do like a triple backflip, and then you say some shit. Maybe don't like shit on the floor and then like eat it while saying follow your dreams, you know, because that's not too far off of what you're doing. You know, maybe don't pee on the floor and then fall in it and you know, and fall backwards, you know, like take your cock out and you're like, you can be the president if you really try. Nah. I don't think the person who's gonna be the president off that advice exists. You know, no one saw you taking your cock out and peeing and thought to themselves, holy shit, this guy's saying something. They thought, well, no, how is this allowed on TikTok, right? His heart is in it. His heart's in it, but it needs to be like he delivers this while doing a backflip on a trampoline. Like Red Bull could sponsor him and get him on the right path.
And eventually, he really started pushing it.
Self-love is most important. Self-love is most important. Nobody can love you
How many Nike shirts does he have?
more than you love you.
Instead of giving people surface level wisdom and sticky feet, he really should have stuck to just meditation videos.
What? No way this guy
But
does
obviously,
meditation
he did.
videos.
When you gonna stop caring
That's
about what
crazy.
they think? When you gonna stop caring about what they think? See, when you gonna start doing what brings you peace, doing what
That's
makes you
insane.
happy? Don't let nobody put their fears and insecurities on you. Do what you want to do. Do what you feel. Stop caring about what they think, and that's the truth.
Maybe he should think of what the janitor thinks of the mess he's making. I guess the dude just meditated so hard he transcended social behavior. It's just another odd version of main character syndrome. Because I guess he just thinks the world revolves enough around him that janitors would just love to.
I've been seeing content like this as well. Like, there's a guy who was trespassing inside of like Jack in the Box, and then he would go in the Jack in the Box kitchen and then just like put random shit in the not air fryers, in the deep fryers. He'd pour ice cubes in the deep fryers and he'd record it. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm out this bitch." So it's not the same thing, because that guy is more like, you know, deviant and he's more sinister, whereas this guy is more, I'd say, mentally ill. But it's crazy how much kind of content there is like this. There's another guy, bro, this is an OG throwback. Do you guys remember Jermaine Struggled? The guy who said, "Rest in peace, Pop Smoke." And then he ran across the store putting random shit on the ground. You've seen this, right?
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Like, Pop Smoke didn't die for this.
Rest in peace.
I don't get it. And so this guy followed in his footsteps.
To clean up his mess so he could go on and make his social media content. But that video of him pouring cleaning product over his head, that was the turning point, because after August 14, 2023, every post involved him pouring something over his own head. And you can tell why, because this was the first video on his account to reach more than 100,000 views.
God.
But I guess, like, what's depressing about this is pretty much purely an attention play, as he's not
Right.
really making anything close to minimum wage off of these videos.
Really?
As Instagram doesn't really monetize views, and you need to be getting
He's not on
millions of views a
TikTok?
week on TikTok to make a decent living.
Right.
But still, that moment is when Carlton decided to become this chaotic, motivational guy we know today. So like any other content creator chasing the algorithm, he doubled down on what was working. And now we have him becoming an absolute burden to society for just a little bit of attention online.
You gotta wake
Right.
up. You
Oh
gotta
my
wake
God.
up. You gotta wake up. You can't be asleep all day long. Get up out that depression. Get up out that sadness. Get up out that mood.
Not having to worry about some influencer harassing you in public.
I do think it's also kind of tone deaf. Obviously, everything about this guy is tone deaf, but I think especially on the subway, where, dude, people are dying on the subway. People are. I mean, do you guys know about Daniel Penny? Daniel Penny was this guy who like put some guy with a knife or some guy who was tweaking out in like a chokehold or something. Like that's how you lose your life. People assume that you're attacking. They're like, what the fuck's whoa, what the fuck's happening? It's all happening so fast. You're getting in my face. You're yelling. You're aggravated. The subway is it's no, because if you can flee if you're in the Walmart, you can escape, you can book it. In the subway, you gotta. I mean, dude, in the subway, it's no, it's an absolute no from me, because that's how you lose your life. Like realistically, dude. Did he attack someone though? When you are pouring milk and Cocoa Puffs on yourself while screaming in someone's face, it's not an attack, but it's certainly aggravation. Right? People are gonna be like, what the fuck's going on? You know, either I can retaliate, which is probably somewhat justified, or I can try to run, but I'm on a subway. Neither of which are like, you know, ideal. And so, yeah.
For content is a blessing previous generations clearly had. Even though some of his videos are staged, especially the ones where he collaborates with other influencers and tags the other person's
Close quarters combat, that's all I hear when you say NYC subway. That's what we're also watching.
profile and post. The people around them, they're not participating because he is
Right.
without a doubt causing them distress. It may sound obvious, but when you throw liquid or flour or whatever he throws around at someone in a public space, even though the primary target was consenting to this, there's still a high chance it will splash onto other people. And then
That's assault.
those innocent bystanders, they're not always willing participants in these antics, like in this video.
Oh no.
59.
Do not commit. Do not.
Whoa. So this guy is like a performer. Oh no.
59.
Do not commit that. Do not commit. Even if you get bullied, do not commit. Even if you're going through hard times, do not commit. To all the kids, don't subway surf. Do not commit. And let's do
this point, I think he's using his basic
Bro.
motivational messages as a way for him to
That's
just deflect any
insane.
hate for harassment.
But no, but like you're literally, it's not just the harassment, it's that you're knocking into people and you're fucking hurting them. That man has whole ass lore.
Harassing
Yeah,
strangers in public.
The passengers literally do not care skull emoji. For this, I mean,
Let's do.
I know. That's fucking crazy. Just another day on the subway, bro. Them not caring is such a sad fact. This is something where you have to look at the leadership and the government and tell them, hey, people have become immune to this sort of behavior and nonsense on the fucking subway. You gotta do something, you know? You gotta make sure these people are stopping. There goes Bob again. No. Like, let's make sure Bob does not have the chance to do this shit again. Put him away. Put him in the loony bin. Put him in jail. Don't know. Don't care. Out of sight, out of mind. I want him gone.
At this point, I think he's using his basic motivational messages.
What is this one? Oh my god.
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. You can't quit now. You put too much time in to quit. You gotta get up and grind. I already told you. You gotta keep going and going and going.
Oh boy. I really hope that guy was in on it. And
I
even
hope.
so, I think New York
But is he above it? Would you expect him to be?
subways are grimy enough without this dude. Like, we don't need all your food products and flour all over the New York City subway just so you can make your content, sir. But I feel like people like him will likely cause laws to be written in the future where you get additional penalties if you harass people for social media
what
content.
I'm
I mean,
saying.
it's inevitable at this point. When I first started talking about wild stuff that influencers did almost a decade ago, it was very rare that it was this brazen and dumb. But now, it's happening multiple times a week. It's actually
Right.
unbelievable. It's been bad for a while, but it's starting to get really pathetic. But one thing worth mentioning, though, is Jumane, the guy who
I
filmed
mentioned
himself
him, yes.
trashing Rite Aid
Jermaine
and
struggled.
then later on a Subway restaurant just to promote his music, which I've already made 2 videos on him on this channel.
guy's a classic.
He found Carlton's content before me
No.
and even made a reaction video on him
No.
last year, where he
The
had this to
sensei.
say.
So, like, the videos in the store, right? Obviously,
Bro.
I could relate to that.
Like me. Why he don't like me?
What?
Why they don't accept me?
We can see it. We can see it right here. Yeah.
Who cares? So what? What's most important is that you love you. What's most important?
I want him to get his message off, right? But like, I'm looking at him, he's doing this in store. Like, the first video I saw, I'm like, yo, is that fake? Does he work there or something? Like,
There's no way that the rest in peace Pop Smoke guy is saying you can't do that. You're the rest in peace Pop Smoke guy.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, did he set it up? And I'm like,
What is he? He's not even denouncing it. He's just like, how do I do this? How did he set this up? What are you talking about? It's with a camera. He's throwing fucking food on himself. What do you mean, how did I set this up? How can I do this? How do you think you do this? You just grab random food and throw it across the store.
kind of was like, nah, I don't think he did. And then I started looking at
I don't think he did. What does that mean? I don't think he did. What he didn't do what? The video? He did the video. That should clear up the confusion.
his other videos, and I'm like, he's doing this multiple times. There's no way he's setting this up like this.
What? What?
Like, so
He's doing this multiple times. There's no way he's doing it multiple times. What the fuck does that mean?
this is a crime. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's a crime. Holy shit. Yeah, it's a crime.
It's true. You can't do this in the store. Cannot do this in the store.
Yeah, you can definitely not do that in the store.
You can't do it in the store.
And Jumane is right here. That's a crime. Take it from him, as he's personally done this stuff for clout and has thankfully learned his lesson. I just hope that he recovers from his gambling addiction. But if you want context to this guy, I'll link my video on him down in the description down below. But I still don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. Is it Jumane or is it Jumaine?
Jumane.
I don't know. The online pronunciation tools are definitely not helping.
Anyway,
Texas.
is he going to jail?
Carlton has not only regularly posted the same
All right, bro. Anyway, yeah, that's that guy. And yeah, that's what he's doing. So that guy is something else, bro. Let me tell you.